Welcome to Beer Untapped with Perry Miller, the podcast. I'm joined by Seth.
Hey, welcome, guys. Thanks for finding us on the internet.
Now, these shows originally aired on Brookings Radio, but now they're all here for your enjoyment. I hope you like it.
There you go. Sit back, enjoy the show, relax. Let us know if you want to see anything on future shows. As we said, this comes out live in the Brookings area, but enjoy this archive episode.
Beer Untapped with Perry
Miller. Welcome
Miller.
to Beer Untapped with Perry Miller. We're fast approaching the end of 2017, a very eventful year for Wooden Legs Brewing of Brookings, and Seth Cook is grateful to everyone who helped make it possible.
As I look back at 17, I owe a lot of gratitude to the staff that helped do it. I talk on this show a lot, but I'm just a spokesman for what is now a relatively large staff. We carry nearly 20 employees, and I know that's small in the world of beer, and I know it's small in the world of restaurants, but it is massive compared to any of our previous outings for a year. That's way more staff than we ever carry, and the crew here has done a very good job this year to roll with the punches and be willing to adapt. You know, some of the big projects we checked off the list, we did bottling this year. That was really cool. Really cool to do our first bottling run, and now subsequent bottling runs.
And those 6-packs of Small Town Pale Ale have been a hit.
That bottle represents a tremendous amount of thought and work and passion previous to you opening it, and it's great to be able to share that, and it's even better for it to hit the marks and have people kind of get it and understand and appreciate that, because there's a lot of noise on the shelf. There's a lot, there's a lot of opportunity, even in our own liquor store, even anymore at the gas station.
He's thankful people in the area have embraced craft beer.
None of this was possible. Our hard work would be for naught if it weren't for the people that were willing to go out and try craft beer and try their local brew pub and support their local brew pub and come to our events and come join us for pints on Tuesday for trivia or whatever else. So I wish I could individually thank each one of them that came down and selected us, because there's, as I said, there's a lot of places that you could go for beer now, and that's great. And that makes the people that choose their local brewing company, I guess that makes me even more humble that of all the places they could now go to, they still choose to come down to us. So I guess to show respect to that and to show an appreciation for that, we will continue to up our game with the beers that we have and make sure that choice is validated so that they can come down, try something new, try something technically complete.
More Beer Untapped right after this. Welcome back to Beer Untapped with Perry Miller. We're looking back at 2017 with Seth Cook of Wooden Legs Brewing. He says it's been quite a year with their first packaged beer hitting the shelves. And Seth says it helped them validate what they're doing.
And I don't mean to sound arrogant about that, but we'll go to the store and we'll compare our beers versus beers that are from much bigger, much farther away, much better resourced breweries all throughout the United States. And, it's fun to sit down and say, this is the beer that is made here, and it stands with these guys, stands tall with those. And that was probably the coolest thing, is to see that the explosion of craft beer, the availability of craft beer, although it is sometimes frustrating because it seems that we can get lost in the mix when people try their local brewery, we can stand with the rest of them. And that's been, I wish I could say I was the one that was solely responsible. And no. I held the helm while everybody else did a whole lot of work to make that happen.
And when it's done well, you can't beat local beer.
You can't top that. There is just a quality, and there is some intangibles to being able to drink a beer where it's made fresh, where it's never filtered, it's never packaged, it's never pasteurized. It is fresh, real beer. It is the freshest beer. We literally control the process from grain to glass, and I mean that. We order the grains in specific. We clean the lines. We store the grain. We brew it here. We transfer it. We age it. We mature it. We clean our lines. We literally clean the glassware that our beer goes in, and that is a real. It is our responsibility and our privilege to make sure that we control every aspect of that. And there's a lot of great bars out there that control the last half, or there's a lot of great brewers that control the first half, but it all has to click together to really be that premium experience, and we're happy to be able to provide that to a lot of the people here.
Finally today, with the end of the year, comes transition at Wooden Legs. As Assistant General Manager, longtime employee Angela Yaney is leaving.
There's been a second face of the company that's been here as long as anybody else. I think we hired her a week or two into this whole journey, And Miss Angela is departing us at the end of the year for things we're really excited for. Wishing her well, wishing her the best. Really excited to see what comes next for her and her family and her career. But it is now time for her to pursue those new things. And it's been a real month of reflection, because she's helped with us to establish a lot of our policies, procedures, and our identity in a lot of cases. But she will always have a place in the annals and the history books of Wooden Legs. Angela will always be one of those faces that will always be part of our startup and formative years. Bye, Ange.
Bye, Ange.
That's all I could get her to say, by the way. That's it for this week's show. Until next time, drink local and drink responsibly.
Thank you for listening to this archived edition of Beer Untapped with Perry Miller. Feel free to listen to other episodes, and if there's anything you'd like us to talk about on a future show, please let us know. Thanks again.